Hello students of class 9. Student, today we will learn the new session, session 11 and 12 in unit 4 electronic spreadsheets. The children, in session 11 we will learn how to delete rows and columns, and in session 12 we will learn about spell check. The children, sometime we enter data in a spreadsheet, and we find that some rows and columns are not necessary for our data, for our as a range in this Excel. So we want to delete that. The children, this I will tell you how to delete unnecessary columns and rows in our spreadsheet, and after that I will tell you about spell check. Spell check means how can we check the spelling errors in our data range. Sometimes we write this spelling, and many spaces, many you can say places get wrong, so we need to correct that. If we have done these all in area in many places, so then it take much time, then it will take much time for correction. The children, in MS Excel also have given the facility to check your spelling errors, same like as given in the MS Word. We go to the spell check option, that is that is given the icon ABC, that is a spelling and spelling errors. And but here you can check related to the spelling mistakes, not as a grammatical mistake here. And same what you have done in that MS Word, you can ignore once, ignore all, add the dictionary, change all. So you can do all that what you have done in MS Word, same thing you can do, except of the grammar mistakes. So children, let's have a look of these session by practically. I think that will be as a good for you to for understanding. So let's have a look of this practical video. Children, now we have some data as I have written for you to understand how to delete the rows and column. Which rows we want to delete? First of all, we select the header of that rows, as I have selected here the rows second. As you select that rows, that whole rows, I mean that whole rows would be selected, and we as a select here delete option from the cells group. As a click on this drop down and select here delete sheet rows. As you select this delete sheet rows, that see that rows which you have, I mean which you had selected, that would be deleted. The children, this way we can delete the rows, means at one time you can delete the many rows. As once again here, see, as I have selected two rows here, as if we want to delete these two rows at same time, same way we go to the cells group, click on the delete option and select the delete sheet rows. So that sheet, I mean that rows would be deleted, means same time you can delete one rows or as a multiple rows. We can get again here by as undo option, then see again here as same as way here for the inserting. As I told you about the insert option here, those now new rows we want to insert. Thus as a select here, as I have here inserted two rows for deleting, okay, to show you only. As I select that new rows and click on the delete option, then this way you can delete the new rows also here, not an only existing rows, but you can delete the as a new rows also after the inserting. So children, this way we find here we can delete the rows. Now after that we can delete the columns. The first of all select that column header and click on delete sheet column. This time we will select the delete sheet column, and this way the selected columns would be deleted. Now multiple select the columns, click go to the delete option and delete she as a sheet column. The children, as you can delete the multiple rows and multiples column according to your needs. The children, I think you can do practical at your home by your computer. And children, this is a very easy to delete the rows and column. You can do practice at your home in your computer, and this will give you some confidence by doing the practical. So I emphasize to do the practical after looking this video. I think it will very helpful for you. So now next we see children about here as for inserting, as I showed you. If you want to insert the column, you can insert by going click on this cells group and click as a insert column and delete column. The children, I think you came to know about how to delete rows and column. This way we can insert the column and delete the column. So now next session, see about here the session as 12 about the spell check. The next video related to the spell check in Excel. Children, now next here is for the spell check, as I will show you how to spell check. How can you spell check in your spreadsheet? As children, you can see in the screen, as I have written here some. Children, you can see here some data as I have written for you, but this data have some mistakes. You can see and you can observe here as a given about here. The now you can see the good G double O there should be, but it is written GOOD, good, and DAYY and YOUU. So these are selected and it is in a given the color. So you can understand by these data. So let's have a look of this. How can we change as a correct these wrong or error data, or you can say spelling mistake. Children, there are two way to check the spell mistake by, as you can go through the as a clicking on the as a option, and by second method by pressing the shortcut key. The children, as you can see, these are some as a spelling written in a wrongly, and if you want to change this, so you can go as a option by selecting that, click on the review tab, and here you find a spelling as a icon, or you can go through by pressing F7. The children, this is a very easy to change these all mistakes by clicking on the spelling icon, and here we find not GOOD. It is not in a dictionary, and it is given the suggestions. You can select and click on the change, but as you can see here the spelling checks for these, how it happens, how it checks the children, as it checks from starting of the rows. First it select the words, and one by one it select the next column, then next rows. The children, this way this option as a check all the data and all here spelling mistakes in the spreadsheet. So children, the first of all select that range where we have done mistakes, and click on the as a ABC spelling icon, and we, as you can see here, it is given as a good. It is not a correct spelling. That why, as we can see, these are some as a spelling, click on the spelling as we want to as a correct this, and second which you select, that is also as a wrong here, UYOUU here it is related. The children, you can see it, ignore once or ignore all. If you want to add this in the spreadsheet, means suppose this is a noun or as a proper noun, any name, if you want to remain it without as any changing, so you can click on the ignore once. And if you have done these all places, so you can do the, I mean, ignore once, so this will not tell the spelling mistakes. The children, here as a written about the first as a good, and there are many options are given, I mean are available in this. We can go according to our needs and our conditions here. As you can see, it give here such a name as it can be a such a type of the trademarks. So this way, we if we want to keep it in our spreadsheet, so click on the ignore once. Or if you have done mistake it this type in many places, so ignore as a all. And if you want to add to dictionary for the further in the future, so you can add to dictionary. This will not tell you in the future the change, so you can select from the suggestion drop down and click on the change. And if you want to change all with entire worksheet, to click on the change all option. So children, as we have done here the mistake as related to the good day and you, so by going to as a seeing, I mean looking the option as a proofing option, you can find here as a customize, I mean custom as a dictionaries. You can change according to your needs here also some, as you can change the such a option like you want to as a removing, I mean roaming custom disk. So if you want to as a word, which words you want to as a check or close or delete, so you can select that. This will okay spell check, you can say he will not tell about here. So but here as a, if you want to add to dictionary, click on to add to dictionary or change all. Here you can do it. So first of all, as this word as a selected here and suggestions is giving it related to this, the click on the change, so it will be as a changed here. And day, as it is given here the two as a option, day and days, but in that there was only one, so you can select as a which is a correct, as select that and change, click on the change, so this will be as a changed according to your selection here. And if you want to click on the change all, if you have done many places this type of the mistake, to click on the change all options. To children, as you can see here, these options are given here, change and change all. To click on the here change or change all, and you can select here as related to the day or days, the which option is appropriate to your as suggestions. To click on that and select that, click on the change all option here. And you can select the dictionary, which dictionary is your good for you, your for understanding. You can select that, or you can change by the setting options to go. So children, this way we can select that wrong spelling mistakes we can do. Now next see here, if children we write in a capital letter, so this will not tell you as a mistake, this will not tell you any mistake in a capital letter. So these are some exception in the spell check, okay? So please be careful while writing. And if you are writing with the text with number, so this also will not tell the spelling mistake here, this will as a not mistakes. And if you write any website name or any as a email address, so this will not tell also the mistakes here, because these are the some as a related to the some as a data here. So these are the some instances which we you have to be very careful while writing in the spreadsheet. If you are writing in the capital or you are repeating that word, like here, then it will tell you. But as you can see here, as related repeated words as are here, the delete or ignore ones, it will tell. But as a capital and text with the number, and here the as a email or website address, it will not tell the errors here. The while writing in the Excel, be careful. And about the spelling mistake and checking, that would be as a very helpful in the